Now, you may remember that last year we filmed with a young boy who'd swapped his bedroom for a tent in his garden in Milton Keynes for a whole year.
Yeah, well now, 12-year-old Joshua is marking an incredible 2 years camping every single night, whatever the weather, to raise money for Willen Hospice in memory of his grandparents.
And it seems the challenge isn't over yet, because Joshua plans to break the current record, which would mean reaching 1,001 nights in his tent. Rosie Dowsing caught up with him.
250 nights left to go. Oh wow, look at this.
There you go, Joshua.
A tent-shaped cake to mark 2 years sleeping in one. Joshua plans to spend 1,001 nights camping in his garden in memory of his grandparents, and he's raised £8,000 so far.
I'm doing this to raise money for Willen Hospice as they cared for my grandma and granddad. First year was harder than the second, as I was less prepared for it and had less blankets and had a different tent that was slightly smaller than this one.
Do you think it'll be weird when you go back in and sleep in a normal bed for the first time?
Yeah, I think I might find it a bit weird as I'm used to going in a tent.
Joshua's spent 2 birthdays and 2 Christmases here. He's endured torrential rain, hailstorms and snow. He's even stuck to the challenge on family holidays, bringing a tent to Ibiza.
This is my tent, as you can see.
Back home, the tent itself has been upgraded from humble beginnings to something larger, and now something more secure, physically tied to the house, so this doesn't happen again.
I worry about him sort of in the stormy nights, but then I know that he's fast asleep because his head just hits the pillow and he's out. And he's a pro at this now, so...
You'd think the hottest June on record might have been tough, but Joshua's actually been the envy of the rest of the family in the house.
I'm actually tempted to sleep in there with him one night because it's going to be so hot in the house. I think the tent might be cooler. You know, chocolate cake.
So for Joshua, it's really been a piece of cake. But his fundraising efforts have been recognised with an MK Inspiration Award. Meanwhile, the hospice couldn't be more thankful.
At Willen Hospice need just over £10 million a year to keep all our services going, and we can only do it because people like Joshua do such great things to raise money for the hospice. It'll go towards providing free care, which we need to raise money for, because we only get 13% of our total costs funded by the NHS.
It's shoes off at the door for Joshua's temporary bedroom. Well, he says it's temporary, but he has pledged to be here for at least another few hundred nights. Rosie Dowsing, ITV News, Milton Keynes.
Another few hundred nights. My word, what a superstar.
Yeah, keep going, Josh. You're doing a great job.